Hello, John Dilworth here. And where are we now? It's broke. Okay, that's better. Scene 49. So we see Jim is wearing these VR apparatchiks. And this little kitty cat, this little doggy, he's sitting in the living room. So that's what I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do. Let's do a layout. That's how we always begin, with layout. Right. So here we go. So what am I thinking about? I have a theatrical stage instinct. I don't know why that appeals to me. I never do anything too dramatic. I just feel like that's something else. Well, anyway, let's do the line, right? Let's do horizon, suggested horizon. And we'll do this all in. And we know we're going to need lots of window. We're going to need window because the kids are going to look out this window. So it's always helpful to know what's happening in advance. And this is one of the few times in life you can do that, because you've written the storyboard. Haha! What about that as a metaphor, right? You wrote the storyboard to your own life, which is a story. Ooh, Johnny is getting very intelligent. Dr. Vindaloo. So there's a little cactus I have here. Don't ask me why I have a cactus in the window. And then we're going to have these, right, to make it official. And maybe something there. Oh, and then we have these curtain rods, right? And let's have a heart at the top of the curtain rods. I hope you can see all that. And then what happens? The curtains, they cover this noise. And curtains are always easy because they always tend to look somewhat alike when they're balled up. You know, you have this type of thing. You can vary the lines like I'm doing here. And then on top, I just do this squiggly thing, and that's done. Okay, so the window is nice and wide, and I like to cover these edges up a little bit. And so we have this like that, and this goes like that, and then that like that. Maybe this goes high here, and then that goes like that. And so that's kind of nice. And then we need this little thing. It's a lock on these windows. This is the old style windows that I love so much. Okay, so there's a window, and I think we're safe to put a floor in, right? And then we're going to have the ubiquitous mouse hole. That'll go there. Now we have this business. There's a table here. Table has to be somewhat, we don't want these lines intersecting, so I'm going to make it higher. And our Julius Jaws has to be on the top of this table, so let's do that. Let's just get the surface of that up there. And now we have this sofa. So if we draw lines straight down, we don't have to define it. We'll know where the sofa will be. And the sofa is going to be really simple. And the pillow. Because we just need this. You know, this is all we need. It doesn't have to be complicated. And let's draw a line here so we know the pillow's there. And the sofa is right. All perspective. We simply try and not make up what we could, use geometry to help explain. And a pillow. There's our lovely pillow. Let me just, that's it. A little pillow like that. And then we want to do what? Give it a back? Yeah, we can give it a back. All right, so that fits. And Julius, he will be right there. So now that we know we have that, and this is what, IKEA, I bet, because what are they? They're not wealthy, these kids. And there could be a drawer. Maybe that's too much detail. I don't know. Oops, we don't want that. We don't want that line. You know what? Let's just take the pillow off camera. Right, and this could end there. So we have that. And so that's really quite lovely. You have a lot of, it's very clear, there's space. Now we're going to have this weird lamp. And let's put this weird lamp in. There's these touches of modernism that I like. And we can have a light. And I just did this, but I think it could be nice if it looked like a snake. A snake. Why a snake when we're dealing with werewolves? I don't know. Well, if there isn't a... Right, why not that? Well, that's kind of a fun thing, isn't it, right? Isn't it kind of weird and fun to have a lamp like that? I think so. So I'm going to do it. Oopsies. Well, this is a sketch, so I could always clean it up and refine it as when I go to pencils. Oopsies. So that goes like that. And do I want this? I want this to come in like this, maybe. Let me do something like a pretzel, right? That's funny. Oh, but also it could be, this is, you know how complex relationships are. Look at that. This lamp could reflect the complexities of relationships. You know? Look at that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice. We just let things develop the way they develop. And there. Why not? I don't know. It's just the way it is. We're just going to do that. Oh, but we need the space for this kid. So let me see if I just pencil. Yeah, it'll be enough. It's fine. It's fine. Now, would they have a cloth over this? Like a wool thing? We don't know. We don't know yet what the details of their lives are like. No rug. Oh, how could they not have a rug? We need a rug. So let's put a rug in. And perspective this way. Now, I'm just going to leave, I'll just leave that alone. And you know why. Because Vicky Woe will put some 70s carpet in there. Now, I'm just going to give this, with this filthy thing, this is going to be like 50 years old, this filthy thing. Wash your hands after you play with this. And whatever you do not let the cats or the dogs play with it. Because you'll never see it again. And Lordy, 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 help us. If it ever gets swallowed, it's like immediately you're in the hospital. All right, so let's ink this in. And this is how we begin these things. Oh, and then I'll do a layout. I mean, a character posting. You know what's helpful sometimes? We see, I could use the edge of this field guide to find straight lines, which makes things a little bit easier. There we go. I found it. And that's going to be a mouse hole. And baseboard. We need baseboard, right? We need baseboard to make it interesting. Because you never know if you have wallpaper, for instance, the baseboard really, a white baseboard of some contrast could really help that out. So here's our sofa, which is really simple. We don't need anything fancy here. You could even put a love button here. So we'll have themes. I don't care. Call me romantic. Smiley doorknobs and hearts for miscellaneous objects instead of random buttons. Okay, so this part has to be softer, so we're going to go round, soft shapes. Oh, and then this has to be straight because it's the bottom. And this one too. This IKEA thing. Which I don't really go there. I bet some cheap rugs there, maybe. Let me see. Okay. All right. So that's that, right? This is this, and this is that. That is that. That is that. And then the little... I like drawing these pillows with a little... I don't even know where they come from. They're like little tits on the top of the pillows. And that'll just go off. And that will just go off. Hope you can see that. And then... Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me see. This will be the straight line for that sofa, and then this. It's like that. Oh, okay. So now we can do this little curve, and as they say, alrighty then. Let me just give a little shadow down here for the inkers. See, and that's kind of nice. It just helps it somehow. I don't know why it helps it. Okay. So what are we doing now? We're inking the background. We're inking the background. All right, so I'm going to put a line there because I don't want that line and that line to be tangents. And where's this thing? I'm going to go down here. And then this line here. And I'm going to go up here. Wait, where's that? There's that. Oh, that's a big edge. Who cares? Okay, so there's a line there, so I'm going to go there. Always keeping an eye on forms and how they interact. See or no? That'll be there. I'll look at that later. And then here's this thing here. Oopsie, I could use the bottom of this line, the field guide, to find straight lines. Isn't that cool? You can do that, you know. You can do that instead of eyeballing it. Sometimes you can eyeball things, little things like this. That'll be fine. And then that goes there. See how easy? And then I'm going to put a little shadow in there just to kick it into another world. And then this follows that, right? So I'm going to put my point there. So I hope nobody, imagine, get somebody from Pixar. Well, machines could do this. All right, here we go. I'm just going to do this little thing. Do we need a drawer? I don't think it's... Oh, was that an earthquake? I think it was. It was a little earthquake. It was a kind of little earthquake. I don't even know if anyone could see anything. Urgh! Right. Well, that was just a little timeout because I wanted to do things. Let's see what else is going on. You can do this. Put this here. Do you see? It takes time. You do your layout, you do your rough layout, and then you have to do the inks, and it takes time. So we were debating whether or not we needed a drawer here. We could put it in. It serves no purpose. We don't have a purpose for a drawer. It's just a detail. Oops, I ruined that. Did you notice that angle was wrong? That line was wrong? Let's do it again. This time, get the perspective right, Dilworth. And that's, well, also we could do this little bit here on the table. And that goes to there, and then more shadow. And the inkers will deal with that. And yeah, I guess that pushes it back. And that's that. And that goes there. Okay, so you know the rest of this. Let's see if we can put in our characters. So we know Jim. We knew Jim. Jim's there, right? And he's wearing this crazy thing. Let's see if we can do something. Where's Jim's model? So, I haven't done a model on this guy. So let's just think. That's one head, right? So that's another head. Skew. Oh, that's the old one. We don't want that. Let's turn that away. Sorry, Julius. You're out. And here's another head. And then he's half a head. So Jim is 3 heads. Jim is 3 heads tall. That's what I can do. 3 heads tall, Jim. And let's say that's the first head. And second head, 3.5. So he's here. Yeah, I don't know if you were able to see that, how I did that, but I pray you did. So Jim was easy to, and he's fighting. So I'm going to have his legs out and give him a slight toes in. For some reason, that just feels to me like unstable. Suggestion of diffidence. It's not quite sure. And he's fighting these zombie unicorns, which I just finished that sequence. It was intense. Now Anthony's got it. He's in betweening that. So there he is. There's that. And maybe his head is a little bit down because he's preparing for the fight. Oh, and we know how to do his head, right? We broke him up. He's half, right? And then half of that, and then half of that, right? And his eyes are here, but he's going to have his nose. And half of that, and his nose is here, like that. And he's ready for action, right? And you can drop his jaw a little bit. And where's his ears? His ears, hope you can see that. His ears are up here, right up here. And then he's got, then this, you see, is scoop down, and then this thing. Okay, so scoop down his head. We have to bring his head up. And then he's got this hair over this thing. But he's got VR glasses. He's got these big kick-ass things. So they'll go right here, right? And then I hide it like this. I mean, they have to be big. This back foot, I'm not sure how, I'm not happy with that foot. I think he's got to be more done. No, I'm not happy that way either. And so this is a key pose. So it has to be the best. I think maybe, let me see. I don't like that one either. Oh, he's this kid doesn't want me to draw this way. Sometimes the drawings are telling you what's what. Saying don't do it that way. Well, this seems to come out the way it wants to, but it's boring. Maybe the feet are out, you know? Maybe they're pointing out instead of in. Huh. That does look better, doesn't it? Okay. Maybe I'll bring his knees up. That could help. Yeah, that could help. All right, so it was the opposite way. The drawing, Jim is working with me. He's in this movie, so he has every right to tell me he doesn't like the pose. So that's what happened. He didn't like the pose. I listened, and now he's happy, and I'm happy. I'm going to put this sleeve there so this arm doesn't overlap it and doesn't look confusing. So this is higher than that. That's good. Okay, so his hair. Let's just do his hair, and then we're happy as a bee. All right, so we have this thing coming over the eye. So that can still go over there. And then this big long thing comes down to his nose, and that can just cover that. All right, so that goes to there. And his gaggle, let me see, that can go there, and that's about it. That's a cheat. He looks a little big. It looks a little big for him. So it'll just cover it up. He won't have any back hair. He'll just have this hair, just like that, right? And then he's got two more here. It's going to be 1, 2. And yeah, and then this thing. So it looks like a little pineapple or something. Yeah, there he is. There's Jim. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe he's got this, he's more braced. Right, more action pose. Hold on. But he's not his character either, you know. He's not a real fighter. A brawler. He's a nice guy. He likes his technology. He likes to cuddle with his girl. Yeah, see, that's better. Now we got that. All right, and so the doggy will be over here. Let's put let's put Julius' jaws on another thing. And here he is. So that's what he looks like. Julius. And what's the storyboard doing? What's he doing? He's just sitting there looking at this silly human being playing with his toy. And I'm going to stick him here with his little thing, and he's just going to be cozy here with his tail facing us, and this there. And maybe a paw down like that. Right? What do we need? What more do we need? Maybe a paw, maybe the other paw like that. Does he look rested though? Is it better? I don't know, you don't have to draw a lot. I mean, little feet. Oh, I heard a boat passing. Let me see. And then his one ear comes down like that, and the other like that. Okay, that's not so bad. You can see that the lines, yeah, that's all right. Maybe I can do that, just clear the lamp. So you're doing layouts when you're doing characters. You're also including them in the composition. I don't know if you could see that or not. No, you can't see it. Okay. But somehow I don't feel like he's comfortable. So let's find the way Julius' jaws reclines. I even got that nose perspective wrong. Is it like that? Let's do the storyboard. Sometimes the storyboard has this, he's just arms are crossed. That's funny. His arms are crossed. And let me put that there. Does this work? Hold on. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I like that he doesn't have his feet all over the place. He's just a shape. I love that idea of the shape on the pillow. But doggies don't have, they're not like cats. Cats' arms are always extended. Maybe that's not bad. So that's that. So we've done it. We've established all that we're going to do. And then he's going to act. It's a very short, it's very short, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, it's a second. So it's like 1/1000. That's it. 1/1000. And what does he do really? He just grabs an invisible thing. And that's the scene. Okay. Until next time, stay animated.